Good morning, friends and students. Again, I welcome you to my channel, Dr. Prakash Chandra Jha, YouTube. Yesterday, we discussed about certain thing, particularly in the motivation. What was it here? Change your thought, change yourself, change the world. Now, the question here is that in the age of crisis, the person forgot how to laugh. The person actually just in the park, they are laughing. This is not the laugh, this is the artificial laugh. It is not giving you any type of benefit, particularly for the sake of the person concerned like that. Love that emanates automatically. That love that actually just you can say to that is seen particularly naturally. The love that is really supposed to be coming particularly from the very heart of yours. Not artificial, not imitative, not the thing that is actually copied on the part of a person. That love is the real love you can see. Sometimes you are sitting alone, sometimes you are really supposed to be very far, particularly from the very habitation, from the very just civilization, from the very just civilian whatsoever things are there. There you laugh, remembering something in the past, the period that gone, and you remember that what you think. That is the real laugh you can see. Or sometimes some sort of just jokes are actually cut and passed, and you started laughing. That is the real laugh you can see. Not the laugh you are just doing in the just maybe at the very places of the yoga, at the places of this and that is just actually horrible you can say sometimes. You did not see. But I'm not blaming it you can say. Whatever style you follow, that is the followed you can say. And sometimes it is thought to be just duplication. Duplication, I mean to say, you just duplicate yourself. You simply just copy somebody else here. Out of copy, you will be getting the canopy, particularly of the love and respect and almost all the things that you want to live in life. Here, topic of my just motivation is talk, laugh, a little guide. I mean to say it about that in most of the cases, person just actually don't talk to a person, keeping a lot of things you can see in the mind. Maybe fear psychosis is there. Maybe something is there, silence is vital, because it is actually you can say it about that taught in many of the very places. Silence is gold. Now the question here is there. Suppose a teacher is going to the very classroom, he is teaching the very student, but he remains silent by telling it about that silence is gold. Will the silence be gold? No. There you must speak. There you must teach. Unless and until your mouth is really supposed to be speaking something, your tongue is actually just babbling something. I don't think it about that. The students actually knows the thing. So you can say about that at times where there is no sort of thing that to be discussed. In that case, if you remain silent, you're silent is zero. Unless a gold you can hear. But the time where you do not you can just actually required to be really supposed to be speaking any sort of thing you speak, that is the silver you can see here. But I simply want to see it about that whenever you are a human being, you talk to a person. If you don't get a person, you talk to yourself. You don't get any of the person, you talk to the, you can say to the tree, you talk to the dogs, you talk to the very brown, whatever things are there. This is how you can just make yourself to be communicated. Maybe knowingly or unknowingly, you will be just getting yourself to be released. When you don't talk, a lot of thoughts are there in the mind. That is actually just creating tension, that is creating some sort of frustration, that is creating some sort of, you can say it about that depression. And out of the depression, many a time certainly person commits suicide. My dear friends, I simply want to say it about that. Don't do this much of thing. I have simply coined a kind of just couplet, just you can say inspired out of this Kabir Das you can see here. Kabir Das was simply telling, Rayman Nijman ki batha man hi rakho goi, sunit nahi hai log sab baat na sakiyan koi. Here Kabir Das tells, you people, don't tell the pains of your heart, because people will not be listening. If they listen, they will not be helping. They will be just laughing at you. Did not hear. Another question here is that I have simply just made a little bit of change. What is it here? Rayman nijman ki batha, bata diyo sab koi. Mastisk dabav na rahe, heart fail na hoy. I mean to say that you, Mr. Such and Such, whatever problem you have got, you tell the people. If the people doesn't listen, no question, you talk to the very tree. You talk to any of the very problem. And when you just do the thing, your tension releases. You are getting yourself just you can say, a little bit light. You can see this is how life can be passed, and your heart will not be there. It not here. So thing is there. Many sort of things are there that all the people do not know. Unless and until you talk to the person, unless and until you express to the very person, I don't think it out that you are getting any type of relaxation, you are getting any type of redemption like that. So it is there, you must come, you must talk, but right now I simply see the city life. And I just quote here, E.R. Braithwaite. E.R. Braithwaite simply tells, big cities are dreadfully lonely places. What does it mean? People are there, hates and hates, thousands and thousands, lakhs and lakhs, or crore and crore. But they are only simply hate. They are not talking to anybody. Is it not, sir? In that case, can't you say it out there? Big cities are dreadfully lonely places. Many places are actually just not actually filled with with that to the people. Whatsoever number of the people are there, they're actually talking like that. But right now, one scenario two is actually there. One lady, one day, I simply just actually make a sort of discussion. That lady simply telling this phone is the biggest enemy. How? Whenever a person you come across, whenever a person you meet, whenever you just go to the neighbor's home, you will find it over there. They simply tell hello, hi, not for that. They catch hold of the very mobile, and they are actually busy in WhatsApp, busy in, you can say it over the Instagram, busy in, you can say it over that YouTube, busy in just you can say it over there this Facebook like that. This has become the lifestyle only because of the rich and people do not have any sort of thing to talk like that. Suppose you phone to a person every day. What can you just can a person tell every day? How are you? What have you eaten? What did you prepare? And after that, just talks goes in van. And you just you can say finish the very talk over. So I mean to say it out that you, my dear friend, must talk. Talk about politics, talk about ethics, talk about temple, talk about people, talk about religion, talk about vision, talk about, you can say it about that, this religion. Whatsoever things are there, must talk. And once one of my relative, I think my counterpart, particularly on the part of my daughter, you can say, once he simply told, I don't know who is my relative, just next door neighbor. I don't think it out that this is a matter of pride. You don't know your neighbor. If you don't know your neighbor, you will not be knowing yourself. You will not be knowing your family member. It's not there. You are concentrated towards yourself. So, my dear friend, if anybody is there just as your neighbor, whenever problem comes, your neighbor will come. Nobody will come. Maybe because of the region I just read in the newspaper, or maybe just listen to the very news, particularly on the television. Person's door is there, on the door newspaper is actually falling and it is taking a stake, and then the person simply thinks about that the person's living in the home is dead. When pain was there, agony was there, but nobody was there. It's not there. Is it the life? Is it the India? Is it the Hindustan that we dreamed? No, perhaps not. It's not so. So, my dear friend, just simply think it out that basic thing is there, everybody is equal. Nature has made us to be equal. Nature has made us to be joined like that. Can you believe that by standing there here, I'm touching Vladimir Putin, particularly in Russia. I'm touching the just American president. I'm touching Mr. Modi there, here the Prime Minister of India. How? You see the thing? Logic tells. My body touches ground. Ground touches the body of all these three dignitaries. And this is how I touch almost all the three persons. Or you can say it out that man is born free, everywhere in chains. When nature actually has made you like this, what for you are making bifurcation? Only because of the region? Your color of the skin is black. Your color of the skin is white. Your caste is this, your caste is this. Is it not here? But only one caste we have got, that is humanity. Is it not here? Don't make the very person to be deviated, you can see here. In the name of caste, in the name of politics, not politics, politics, you can see here. You want to sit on the chair. What about the other person? What about the future of other person? The person who doesn't get the very food, the person who doesn't get the clothing, the person who doesn't get, you can say toward that, the relaxation you can see here. And just this morning I saw two of the person calling for the sake of the 30 rupee what? One a little bit of wine actually just was purchased and given this particular man for the sake of that the price is to be given. You are giving the food, or you are giving the thing, actually you are making the people just depending on the free of things available like that. Are you not creating beggars? चलो शुद्ध शाकाहारी हिंदी भाषा में बोल दे रहा हूँ. आप मुफ्त देने की आदत लगा रहे हो और वो मुफ्त लेते लेते काम नहीं करता और हाथ पे भिखारी नहीं बनता जा रहा. क्या ऐसा हिंदुस्तान पैदा करना चाहते हो मेरे दोस्त? चाहे जो भी हो, जहाँ भी बैठे हो, थोड़ा सोचो. आप तो बड़े मजे में हो, लाल कारपेट पे घूमते हो, लेकिन वैसे लोगों का क्या जिससे मिट्टी का कारपेट भी नसीब नहीं है ना. और कल भी परसों मैंने देखा एक सज्जन जवान डूबा, वो दारू की दुकान के थोड़े पहले ऐसे पानी में लेटा हुआ है. कहीं का होगा, हो सकता है वो शक्ल से तो मुझे लग रहा था किसी एरिया विशेष का. एक चप्पल यहाँ, एक चप्पल वहाँ, आते जाते लोग देख रहे हैं, सौ लोग भी देख रहे हैं. Nobody is bothering for that. Is it the young men generation? Is it the drunkard that is lying on the road? We are looking at it and we are not bothering for it, you can say. Is it the India we are dreaming like that? Is it not, sir? When you last actually open the very television, what do you find? Rape is there, fraud is there, you can say to a corruption is there, just confrontation is there, counter reply is there, abuses are there on the part of our leaders, you can say. That type of leaders we don't want, it's not here. We simply look for the very alternative of the very persons. You, my dear, 13 crore of educated people, you come forward, is it not here? You soldier the very nation. or you just forget almost all the thing. You cement the very situation. Certainly, when you cement, there will be the love, there will be the affection. No need to have the cheer, but you must have the cheer on the very face of it. So, is it not cheer? The time has come. Forget the very situation that has actually occurred 4,000 years ago. Still, you are carrying it like some sort of wound, like some sort of, we can say it about that pus. And this pus is actually making you infectious only because of the reason you are making distance. You are not talking to the very person. You talk to the person. Nobody has got anything written on the forehead. It is you people, it is we people make it to be divided so that our situation has become the situation, as I already told you, Billy or Bundarka. And we have become Billy, and the persons who are leading us, they have become monkey. This is our kind of scenario is there. If this scenario continues to be so, certainly what you call Kaliyug, Bhatyug, this Bhatyug is right now. Nobody believes anybody. Person fear to just talk to like that person. And you are talking about nationalism. I simply want to say it about that. I put a question. Are you a nationalist? No. Have you ever just wiped the very ear, just I think tears of any person? No. Maybe for the sake of photo to be taken, you are doing the thing. You are moving with that of the coolie, you are moving with that of the laborer, you are moving with that of the downtrodden. But when the situation becomes normalized, you reach to the chair, you forget almost all the thing. Now question is there, the person who select you, have you got direct approach to the very person? No. Suppose you are the leader of thousands and thousands, lakhs and lakhs people like that. What do you require? This just security. Is it not? Your security is the security that is thought to be Janta, that is thought to be Janta Janardhan. I saw in the past, there you just see the very television, maybe video. Lal Bahadur Shastri was there, whether this situation was there. Other leaders were there, whether this situation was there. No, perhaps not. It's not here. They are fighting. Right now you are just afraid. Do you think that you have taken Amrit? Do you think you have taken nectar? Won't you die? Certainly you will die. It's not say. What for? You are just actually afraid of death. Let the death come, no question. You face it here. It's not say. When you face, certainly you will just actually breathing very nicely, you can see here. And actually, when you look at the very persons, your eyes should be just equal. Not your eyes should be just looking at the situation, scenario like that. It's not say. It is democracy, or you can say that it is politics associated with that of the ethics, not politics. But right now, politics is no longer there, and ethics is a little bit, I think, breathing, or maybe it is politics, it's not sure. And suppose if the number counts, I will tell the very persons who are known as to be general classes. Increase the population here. Maybe not right now, 100 years later, you will be getting the same scenario. I did not share. If this is the thing, this particular population increase, why? Economics I read during the time of, I think, graduation. This population increases only because of the reason poverty-stricken persons have got just fertility. They haven't got any means of entertainment save sex. If the sex is being done, fertility is there, certainly the production will be more and more. And here, sometimes in the name of Allah, sometimes in the name of God, sometimes in the name of Christ, sometimes in the name of Vaheguru, whatsoever things are there. We simply tell this is the gift of those persons. Right now, don't you see that? What is the scenario? Marriage is difficult. Time has become actually so crucial. Life is actually just caught hold of EMI. There is the phone in your pocket. What is it? It is depending on EMI. You are moving on the car. It is depending on EMI. You have got a home. It is EMI. Whenever you go to hospital, you have just delivered a baby. It is EMI because you haven't got the money in your pocket to pay the fee of pay the bill of the very hospital. Is not sir. Is it the life we dream? No, not like that. Is not sir. So my dear friend, maybe top or maybe down, bottom or maybe in the middle. Still time is there. One battle we fought during the time of for freedom movement. One more battle is to be just actually required. Right now, is not sir. Who? To fight the very just white ant who is actually eating up the very country from the very root. 25 bridges fall down. Is it the matter of pride or is it the matter of, I think, somewhat abuse? Certainly abuse. It's not sir. You see the leakage. What does it mean? Wherever you go, this system is really supposed to be just making mouth, or you can say just making you to be laughing like this. Then another question is there. Country is ours, not only ours. This earth is ours, not only ours. It is of somebody else, unknown, hidden. We cannot see. Maybe Almighty is there, maybe nature is there. We have been given as gift to enjoy it for a certain period. After that, quit from here. Hypnosis. A lot of things I just told. I told it is not me, it is my heart actually tells. It is my just conscience still, is not sir. Can't we just actually just produce who? Just I think through this particular motivation, I would like to just attract the attention of the person who run the coaching. Is not sir. You have come here for the sake of IS to become. Is not sir. So if you have come for the IS to become, you could not become. After that, you started producing IS. Why don't you produce veteran leaders, the leaders who know how to speak, the leaders who knows constitution page by page, point by point, or article by article, you say, who knows how to just deliver a speech, who knows how to speak, who knows who they are actually not backbenchers by putting the benches like this and clapping like this, you know, sir. Almost all the person should be just expert wherever you go, and actually forget the very last of the very chair. If the person is honest, if the person is really supposed to be just somewhat having merit, certainly that type of person should go and occupy the chair. Right, not sir. My life's funda, or you can say modus operandi, is there. These two quotations I all the time just put in my mind. जो भरा नहीं है भावों से बहती जिसमें रसधार नहीं, वो हृदय नहीं है पत्थर है जिसमें स्वदेश का प्यार नहीं. Second line. During the period of schooling, I had actually learned this much thing. It was actually, or it is today also you can say two lines. कायर न बनो वीर बनो देश की लालो इस मुर्द पड़ी जात को तुम फिर से संभालो. This much. Thank you. Thank you. Almost all the person, if you just want to make entire world to be a family, dismantle the weapons of death, dismantle the ill will, dismantle the distance, dismantle almost all the just situation that create nations. You cement it. This much. Thank you. Thank you very much.